Good morning and a pleasant good morning to all of you. Today we're going to do a quick review on the book The Last Story of Mina Lee by Nancy Ju Yoon Kim. The setting of this book is actually in Koreatown, Los Angeles, and other parts of California, as well as Korea. So I enjoy reading these kinds of books because it tells a story about the immigrant experience, and it provides a different perspective, as well as uh, giving you an opportunity to understand where other people come from, what informs their viewpoint, what informs where they live, how they view life, things like that. And I'm just a huge fan of books such as this. This is a fictional work, but some of the things addressed in many fictional works are things that you see in everyday life and reality. So, it is what it is. So this story is the protagonist of this book, and I'm saying protagonist in quotes, is Margot Lee. She is a Korean American who is basically disassociated with her culture. She doesn't like anything that ties her to where she comes from her background, anything like that. While her mother, on the other hand, is very, very Korean, very in touch with her culture, and very proud. Well, not really proud, but she understands that she comes from somewhere else. So Margot, the daughter, her mom's name is Mina, and the daughter's name is Margot. So let's remember those names. So one day, Margaret was trying to get a hold of her mom and was unable to get a hold of her. So she's forced to return to Koreatown, and in the process, she finds out her mother has passed away. So, in getting her mother ready and all that, she starts discovering parts of her mom that she never knew existed. Her mom's backstory, what led her to the United States, why she was living a particular kind of life, her love story, and how she, Margaret, came to be. So, in the process of learning this, she learns a little bit more about her culture, learns a little bit more about her background, and gains a deeper appreciation of who she is and where she comes from. It was a great read. It was a fast read. I really enjoyed this book, and actually, I recommend, that people read it, regardless of whether they are Korean or from a different part of the world, or even from the United States. Because again, as I mentioned, books like this provides insight. I read the book and I could understand where each person was coming from, where Margaret was coming from, why she was trying to disassociate from her culture, because many people who have family members who are very from a particular culture try to stay away from that. They want to be very, very American. They don't want to show that they have something extra that they bring to the American culture and America as a whole. So they want to be, part of this whitewashed society. While many of the older people, older generation, they always are like, okay, you have to remember where you come from. Yes, we left our home for whatever reason, persecution, economic, whatever the reason might be, but there is a place that you come from, and you have to be able to bring that part of your culture into this new world. Sometimes it is how you do things, how you view the world, which brings a little bit of extra to this world that you're living in. So I can understand this whole dichotomy of experience and this struggle within the old world and the new world and everything that comes from it. So, I recommend that you read the book. You can get this book anywhere. It's a very fast read. And I hope that you enjoy it. One of the things I found very interesting was her mom's sexual past, because that was a shocker for Margaret, because she thought her mom was very straight laced, and she found out, my mom is not as straight laced as I thought she was. So, for many of us that are here who have ties to other parts of the world, are you still very tied to where you come from? Have you cut off from that part of your life story? Do you know anything about where you come from? Do you bring part of where you come from into your day to day life? And is there anything that will really shock you if you find out about your family, your mom, your dad, that will really shock you about that? I found it very interesting because when we think about our parents, we think about them as straight-laced people who live on the right and straight path. And when you find out that maybe they have little dirty secrets, that could be a shocker. So you can pick up this book from everywhere. You can find it at Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, your local library. And I hope you read it, and I'll love to hear what your perspective is. Till next time, ciao.